Hey guys, first video in Vietnam, and today's topic I want to speak of is envy. Now, what do I mean by envy? What I mean is, envy is useless. Us as humans has the ability to have joy, be envious, to be angry, to be gullible, to be excited. We have all these different types of emotions and things that we go through our everyday life. But the number one useless thing that we care the most is envy. Envy is useless. What do I mean by envy is useless? Well, first of all, we need to define envy. What is envy? How does it affect us? Envy is the emotion that breaks us down. It breaks our spirits. It breaks our body down. It's the emotion that gives you jealousy. My conclusion is, why is envy useless? Being jealous has not contributed to your life at all. We can connect jealousy with worry because the root of jealousy or envy is having a desire that you don't have that someone else has. And that's the root. The root of envy is that root could lead to worriness. That could make you worry. This envy connects to worry, and they both relate. How would they relate, you may ask? They relate because worrying and being envious does not change anything in your life. Does it? No, it doesn't. And that's the greatest thing of having the ability to recognize something and pushing it away. Now, let me explain. When you worry about something, does that change anything? No, of course not. When you really deep dive into that psychology, worrying does not matter in life. Once I realized that, I actually stopped worrying. Seriously. Does worrying change anything? No. Once you ask yourself that big question, it's just all your problems go away. Not literally. Your problems do not go away, but the side effects, the byproduct of having those problems and being worried, those go away. Worrying and being envy is a huge problem in our modern day world. So I'm here to make this video to say, please do not stress. Worrying does not affect you. When you have that big test coming up and you're worrying about it, will that affect the score of your grade? Will worrying about something that you know will happen affect anything? I don't think so. Of course, you can change the outcome by worrying because you recognize the problem and you can change the outcome. But does it change the fact that this will happen and it will have an effect in your life? No. Why would worrying do that? It's just something in your brain that's telling you, hey, you gotta remember this, you gotta do this. It's kind of like it's bothering you. So if you remove bother from your life, which is worry, then wow. Everything changes. Now that we're talking about worry, we can change to being envious. Being envious does not affect you. Not at all. It doesn't. And I want you to realize that and ask yourself the big question. Was this all worth it? Was worrying, not sleeping at all those nights, can't get off the phone because you're worried about this happening or that happening, can't even sleep comfortably or be in my own skin without knowing that this will happen? Does that make you question, does that all really matter now? Because I can't emphasize this enough. Worrying does not change anything. Matter of fact, it is in the Bible that says you shouldn't worry. That worrying is actually taking over God's duty. Because you should let God handle your life. You should let God handle your worry. You should handle your burdens, handle your situations, and handle you in stressful times. Because God is your refuge, your pillar of strength, your window of light, and your door of opportunity. Provide Him with all those situations, and He shall let you free. So what I'm saying is, you shouldn't worry because you already have someone handling those situations for you. It's like you're taking God's duty of trying to fix something that he's already trying to fix. So please take your mind off of worrying and being envious. Being jealous of somebody does not affect your life, because it's gotten to the point, bro. Like, seriously. I don't know if anybody has said this to you, bro, but I'm proud of you. What you're doing in your lifetime is... I'm proud of you, bro. What you're doing, bro, I want you to keep it moving, keep it forward. And when you're at your lowest, your energy's low, everything's low, I want you to keep going. And I don't want you to give up. Keep climbing that mountain, because you have achieved your mountain. You have climbing this high, and you're at your lowest point. You want to drop? Don't. I believe in you. So please, I urge you, don't worry and don't be envious. Now the essential question is, have I been envious? And will I stop being envious? What do I mean by envy is useless? Truly. What do I mean by saying envy is useless? I say to you, it has contributed nothing but worriness in your life. And it's gone to the point where that worry has changed you as a person. And when people walk up to you and say, man, you've changed, man, you're not the person you used to be, don't let that affect you. Because change connects to worry, and worry connects to being envy. While me saying envy is useless, but now I'm saying envy can cause all these things, I'm contradicting myself. But what I mean by envy is useless is it has no effect in how you perform otherwise. No effects. Because all the things that you know you're worrying about, and you being jealous of something you see on social media because of your friend, changes nothing. You're still in that situation that you are in. You're still in that problem you are in. The changing part comes when worry enters the frame. When envy leads you to worrying, that's when you know you should make a change. Worrying will make you change as a person, either for good or for bad. So I say unto you now, when that person says you've changed and you have done all these things that are different and you're not the same person, don't let that change you. Let that be a question to reflect on yourself. Has this change been bad or been good? Let that be a reflection. And let that be the main reason why you're like, wow, envy stacked up with worrying, stacked up with change, stacked up with all these contributions and factors. Has this changed me for the worse or better? And that friend saying you changed, they don't know what you've gone through. They don't know the nights and days that you've been worrying. They don't know those nights where you didn't sleep at all. They don't know those nights where you stared at your notebook, knowing that you will fail the subject the next day, knowing that something traumatic has gone in your life. They don't know your nights and days. They don't know how you've reacted. They don't know your mood. They don't know what has happened in your life. And they just see your outer show, and they just decide that you changed for the worse. It's up to you that decides. Find envy and crush it. Stop being envious. Stop holding that in. Let it go. Stop worrying. Let that go. And soon you will find peace. And you'll find something that you can look forward to in these days. In this modern world, a lot of things bad happen. Social media, anything that can contribute to you, things could happen. I want none of that to affect you. Stay true to yourself and be the man you want to be. Shape your outcome and follow God's perfect timing. I believe in you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your morning or night. I'm in Vietnam, so it's morning over here. It might be night time for you guys. Just hope you guys have a beautiful night or good morning. Before I end this off, I want you to realize and notice why you're envious or why you worry. Could be either of these two, could be in between, could be anything. Crush it. Once you have that realization that you can't change anything, you could also realize you could change the outcome. You might not change how the situation is, but you can change the outcome. You make those realizations, and you will start seeing the light. I believe you. I'm gonna end this video off with fishes in the pond right next to me. and hopefully I changed your perspective, or I gave you a view that you were like, wow. Just that's my goal for these videos. I love you guys. Keep it pushing. Keep it moving. You guys are the best.